In the international business, when you are importing your car, the car is taken to the shipping line. And the first thing that they do is just to book the ship vessel that is available. There is a schedule of how those ships move from one port to the other port. Maybe you are shipping your car from UK or you are shipping your car from Japan. There are different ports and there are different vessels, and each vessel has a specific day of departure. Some ships may depart and they will come straight. So they will ship directly to the port of Mombasa or to Dar es Salaam. And there are some ships that usually go to different ports depending on the route before they come to Kenya or the port, whichever port of destination that maybe you want us to ship your car. Once you have ordered your car through us and we have finished all the inspection from the QSJ and our team in Japan has taken your car to the nearest port and we have booked now the shipping vessel that is available, and now the car will be loaded depending on which method you want. Maybe the Lolo or the container or the air freight will be loaded now to the ship or maybe to the plane that you want your car to be shipped in. The shipping vessel gives the bill of landing. The bill of landing will be written your name, the consignee name. So when you import your car through us, we do not write our names on the bill of landing. Your name will appear on the bill of landing. This serves to authenticate that you are the person to receive the car when the ship docks at the port of Mombasa. So let us look at the importance of this bill of landing, this document. The bill of landing is a crucial document in any international trade. Just like the way you can send your goods to different towns or different cities. For example, from Nairobi to Mombasa, those are different towns. Once you take your parcel and then you want to send it using a bus or a carrier, whichever carrier that you want, you give your parcel and you pay and you get a receipt. So this is the receipt in the international trade is what is called the bill of landing. And when your parcel is received in Mombasa, when you go to collect, maybe you get a message or maybe a phone call, maybe in Mombasa now, where you are sending your parcel. I'm just using an example. You will go there and you present the receipt. So you present the bill of landing in the international trade. When the ship docks at the port of Mombasa, or maybe in Maputo in South Africa, you present the bill of landing to receive your car. And the shipping line will give you the delivery order. So you'll give them the bill of landing to say that you are the owner of that car, and they'll give to you the delivery order that they have already now delivered and you have to sign. So the importance of this bill of landing, when your car goes to the ship now in Japan and our team there hands over the car to the shipping vessel, the bill of landing will be issued, and it is a proof that the shipping vessel or carrier has received the vehicle for shipping. So it serves as a confirmation of the transfer of responsibility now. The responsibility now is with the carrier. It is not now on the seller side. It is on the carrier side. So they have to take all the responsibility because you have given them now the car. The second point is that the bill of landing outlines the terms and conditions of the transportation contract between the seller, that is now for our case the East Africa vehicle importers, that is the shipper. We are now the shipper in this term, and the shipping carrier or the airline, depending now on the shipping that we are going to find. And this includes details such as agreed upon shipping load, the delivery destination, and any special instruction on handling of the vehicle. That is, if maybe it was in a container or it was in the Roro for those people who do not maybe want special instruction on shipping of the vehicle. Another point is that the bill of landing acts as a document of title. It enables the buyer, that is now our client, to claim ownership of the vehicle upon presentation of the bill of landing when the ship docks at the port of Mombasa or the destination port. Just as I said, the buyer, now that is you now our client of East Africa vehicle importers, you our client will present the bill of landing, and the shipping will give you now the delivery order. Another point is that the bill of landing also contains the vehicle details. It contains comprehensive information about the vehicle being shipped. This information includes the make, e.g. maybe the car is a Toyota, or maybe it's a Ford Mustang or a Range Rover, and also the model of that car, maybe if it is maybe GLC, Mercedes-Benz, like that. It also contains the VIN, that is the vehicle identification number, and also the condition of the car, is it new or is it used, and also any other special instructions on the vehicle details. The next point is that the bill of landing is also a legal protection. In the event of any disputes or discrepancies during transit, the bill of landing acts as a legal document that can be used to resolve issues and determine liability. So, on whose liability? In case of anything that arises. So, it acts as a legal protection. And maybe also another point is that the bill of landing also acts as an insurance coverage. It acts as an evidence of insurance purposes. It provides documentation of the vehicle's condition at the time of shipment and facilitating the process of any insurance claims if necessary. So you can remember, like they were having an issue when there was some fights and insecurity in the Red Sea. We were having an issue when we were shipping our vehicles from the UK, because some of the shipping lines, they were passing using that route of the Red Sea, and when they were having some issues about the securities, you see now there was that issue that if anything happens to the car, the bill of landing will be used as an evidence for the insurance purposes. So we'll be able to claim the car using that bill of landing, and the insurance will be able now to cover the cost of that vehicle. So to sum up this video, I would just like to say that the bill of landing is a critical role in the car shipping by ensuring the proper documentation and facilitating a smooth transfer of ownership. As we know, in East Africa vehicle importers, we make this process of shipping a vehicle to be transparent and seamless, and also the buyer or the consignee or the person that we are shipping the vehicle will be able to follow all the updates that we give to them. So always ensure that you keep safe that bill of landing. Remember that the bill of landing will be sent before even the vehicle arrives in Kenya, because we usually send the bill of landing through airline, and mostly we use this company of DHL. So after the vehicle is loaded into the ship, we get the bill of landing and we ship that document, the original one, to you. So always keep that bill of landing safe and secure, because once now maybe like 3 weeks the ship will be docking in Mombasa, we'll update you and you will come now with that bill of landing, and it will help us to do the clearance. So you can do the clearance, or we also have a clearing agent that we usually use as East Africa vehicle importers in Mombasa, or maybe whichever port that you prefer. Maybe if you are in Dar es Salaam, you can also tell us to do for you the clearance process. So we have an agent there that will help us to do the clearing process. So you'll need to come there personally and provide that bill of landing. We have another video that we have done about the clearing process at the port of Mombasa when the vehicle arrives, and the clearing process and the duties to be paid. So watch for the next video and I'll explain everything.